Hi, I'm Mr. B. I'm a CTE construction teacher, and today we are going to do a little project, something that'll be easy to do at home as an individual or family. It's one of these. This is a banana holder stand for your kitchen, and I'll show you guys how to make it and how it's used once you're done. These, again, very simple to make. I will be using some more advanced tools, but you can even actually do this with hand saws at home, but you will probably need a drill. When you're done with the item, you can stain it or paint it. I prefer to use an exterior deck stain because they're waterproof, and if this is going to be sitting on your kitchen counter, you want to make sure that if it does get wet, it doesn't get damaged. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, before we get started, you need to make sure that you have all of your safety equipment. You have to have protective eyewear, like I've got here. You need some hearing protection, especially if you're using loud equipment like the saw. You need a dust mask and gloves. This is what we refer to as PPE, or personal protective equipment. First, we're going to make our first cut. This is a 1-inch dowel. You can buy this at any lumber store, Home Depot, Lowe's, any of those places. And we're going to take a measurement, and our first measurement is going to be 12-inch. All right, so you're going to take it from the end there, and you're going to come here, make your mark. Okay, the next piece that we need to cut is a 3/8 inch dowel. We're going to cut it to 5 3/4 inch. So you should have a piece that looks like this when you're done. Okay, now we need to cut our last piece of material for our project. This is 6 by 1 by 6 board. Again, you can buy it pretty much anywhere. A 1 by 6 actually only measures in width 5.5. So we want this to be square. So we're going to take our measurement and come down here to the 5.5 mark. We'll make our cut. All right, now that we have all of our dowels cut, we're going to take this first dowel, the larger one that we had. We're going to take a measurement, come down from the top, from the edge right there, and you're going to measure it to 2 inch. All right. Make a little mark right there. We're going to take our drill bit. We've now put a 3/8 inch bit in our drill, and we're going to drill out a hole, and you're going to want to go all the way through when you drill this. Now also remember, try and keep it as steady as you can, because you want the hole to come through as straight as possible. A drill press obviously is the most ideal tool to use for this, but we're going to use a regular drill. All right. Should end up with a hole right through, and then the dowels that we cut a little bit ago, be able to just slide that right in there. Okay, like like so. All right. Now, on the bottom, we're going to change our drill bit, and we're going to put in a 5/16 bit. Okay, now in the bottom, we're going to try and find about center of the bottom here, and we're going to drill a 5/16 hole in the bottom. Now we're going to take the boards that we cut at 5.5 by 5.5. You want to measure in about 1 inch from one edge, and then center in the middle here, which should give you 5.5. It should give you 2 3/4 is the measurement here. So we're going to make our mark here. We're going to take our 5/16 bit. Now when you drill this hole, you don't want to go all the way through. We're going to go down about 3/4 of the way into the wood. And we have our pre-cut dowel that we also got at Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever. And the dowel, we're going to take a little glue and put some glue. Okay. Now you may need a little hammer for this part. You're going to put the dowel in there, and you're going to tap it down. We're going to put some glue in here. Okay. And when you set it up on here, you want to try and make sure that it is straight. And you will be able to adjust it a little bit once it's in place. Now once you have it in place here, it does have a little bit of adjustment to it. I mean, you do have a little play, so you can move it a little bit. All right, so we want to try and make sure that that's straight. Okay, and do have some excess glue here on the bottom. That's fine. Just going to wipe that off, and there you go. Next, you'll want to sand the whole thing here. Sand it down before you do a stain to it. And once I have that done, I will show you how we use it. All right, now that we've finished building our banana holder, we're going to sand it. I'm using a 120 grit sandpaper. It's a finer sandpaper. It'll give us a nice finish. Now we're going to stain our item here. I like to use a deck stain. You can purchase this at Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that. The reason I like to use the deck stain is because it is waterproof. And like I said before, once this is sitting on your kitchen counter, if it happens to get wet, you don't want it to get damaged, and the water will just beat up on it. All right, that just about finishes that up. Now it'll take very short to dry. The deck stain usually dries very quickly. I would say give it maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Make sure it's not sticky when you touch it, and it'll be dry. And I'll show you how to use it. All right, once our item is dry, we're ready to use it. I've got a little bunch of bananas here. And so this is how it will sit on your counter. Get that in there, like that. So this sitting on your kitchen counter keeps the bananas up off the ground. It's kind of a nice little display. It keeps them from getting bruised in a fruit bowl with other fruit. There you go. And thank you for tuning in and watching our video today. I hope everyone had fun making our item that we had today. Coming up, we will have some more videos of other projects that you can do, some small like this, some a little larger. You can do either individually or together as a group or family. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below and we'll try and get back to you on those. Thank you again for watching.